Hey everybody, welcome back to Dead Man DZ's Kanji Study Sessions. We got 12 new vocabulary words from the JLPT N3 list for you today. This is a writing study practice. I'll be writing down each new kanji 10 times and each old kanji 3 to 5 times. If it's in a word, I don't know. I think we've only got one new kanji today. If you need to know how to write kanji, head on over to jisho.org. That's jisho.org. I'm going to go over the radicals in each new kanji I see, as well as kind of try and think up either some kind of mental picture or something that you can use to remember it. Sometimes that just doesn't work out right. Like sometimes there's not a whole lot you can do with the things. For the most part, you can, but sometimes you can't. In which case, it's just going to be rote memorization, which stinks. But you know, there are worse things. Yeah, if you need to look at any of my old lessons, head on over to my Google Drive. And if you need to look at the YouTube explanations of kanji, head on over to YouTube. Everything's up on there. Our first word of the day is going to be Ensoku. En on the left side is far away or distant. And soku on the right side is a leg or foot. So far away for the foot is going out on an excursion, outing, or trip. Ensoku is going out on an excursion, outing, or trip. Going somewhere far away on your feet is an excursion, outing, or trip. Ensoku. Ensoku is going out on an excursion or trip. Ensoku suru. Excursion, outing, or trip. Ensoku. Ensoku is going out on an excursion or a trip. Ensoku. Ensoku desu. Number 2 is okini iri. Oki is an energy or an air or a spirit. Ni iri is to enter into. This is kind of a colloquial phrase in Japan. It just means to put energy, or it is maybe entered your energy is one way to put it. That is to say you like it, or it is your favorite, or a bookmark that you're keeping if you're talking about on the computer. Okini iri is your bookmark list. Yeah. Ni iri. Ni is a particle indicating some kind of directionality, where something is going usually. Or what something is being, where some action is being performed, or what some action is being performed on. So oki ni iri is, the image that comes to my mind is putting energy into oneself. You know, you're favoriting it. Oki ni iri, favorite or a bookmark. Ni iri. Number 3 is Zaza. This is mimicking the sound of heavy rain, white noise, or a buzz. Zaza is heavy rain, sound, white noise, or a buzz. That said, you could probably describe heavy rain just with that sound. Like, otenki wa dou? Zaza shiteru. Like, it's just, it is buzzing, like it is white noise pouring. Number 4 is Shimo. This is kind of a suffix verb. It's a modifier on the end of some other verb. Or kind of an accident. Taoshite shimaimashita, which means it kind of fell down on accident. Taosu. Taosu? Is taosu... Yeah, that's the transitive form. Taoshite shimaimashita. I accidentally toppled something. I didn't mean to do it, but it happened anyway. But it can also mean to do completely, or to put away, or to finish, or to stop. This explains a lot actually for me, because I hear, you know, shimau a lot in anime and in my manga. And I used to think it was just to do accidentally, but turns out it's also to do something completely, to finish or stop doing it. Shimau. It's to do something accidentally or completely. Shimau. Shimo. Do something completely or accident. Shimo. No. Number 5 is kaeru, to replace, to exchange, or to substitute. For the kanji, that means essentially the same thing. Essentially, exchange or substitution. To replace, exchange, or substitute something is kaeru. And again, we've gone over this kanji before, so if you need to think up a helpful little word or something for it, go back in my lessons. I really need to put up a search function so you guys can find what kanji is where. Kaeru. Kaeru is to exchange, substitute, or replace. Kaeru. Kaeru. Number 6 is Niniku, or garlic. We learned the other week that ninjin is a carrot. Rinjin. Hold on a second. Nin is carrot, I think. Yeah, ninjin is a carrot. What's a rinjin? Is a neighbor. Right. I knew that was one. Ninjin is a carrot. Niniku is garlic. Niniku. No kanji here. Niniku. Garlic. Niniku. Niniku is garlic. Niniku. Number 7 is our new kanji of the day. Basuru, batsu, or bachi are our pronunciations for penalty and punishment. Radicals in this kanji are net, a word or a saying, and a knife or a sword. The way I'm thinking about this is if a child says something wrong or says something mean to someone else, their parent is going to penalize or punish them by throwing a net over them and holding a knife to them. I know that doesn't make much sense, but the net plus the sword makes me think of, like kind of throwing a hold on something that was going wrong and then like trying to fix it. And the word is again, I'm thinking about like somebody said something wrong and there's a net coming down to stop them from saying the bad thing, and the sword to like kind of threaten them into doing good things. So to punish, to penalize, basuru, bachi, or batsu. With our net for the ill-said words, the threat, make it better. Batsu or bachi. Bachi. Penalty or a punishment. Batsu, bachi. Batsu or bachi is a penalty or a punishment. Batsu or penalty, punishment. Batsu, penalty or punishment. Net, the ill-said words of someone. Knife to them. Be better. Basuru is punishment. Basuru is punishment. Basuru is a punishment or penalty. To punish or penalize. Number 8 is Tsugitsugi, with our kanji for next repeated. This is like the ditto sign in Japanese. So Tsugitsugi is in succession or one by one. Tsugitsugi. In succession or Tsugitsugi. Tsugitsugi is in succession or one by one. Tsugitsugi. In succession or one by one. Number 9 is gishiri, tightly packed, densely, closely, or crammed. Gishiri, something is crammed. I'm thinking of this as a kind of adverb. Gishiri ni something, something, something. You did something in... Something has been done, tightly passed. Ishiri. Ishiri. You could probably use it as an adjective. Look at the word real quick to double check that. Ishiri. So yeah, it's an adverb. Ishiri. Ishiri ni. Something, something, something. Did something with... in a tightly packed or densely or closely crammed fashion. Number 10 is fuhei. Fu is no or not, kind of a negatory thing, and hei on the right side is peace, content, or flat and evenness. So fuhei is not peaceful or not happy, not content, not flat. Discontent, dissatisfaction, complaint, or a grievance is fuhei. Fuhei da. Fuhei. Discontent, dissatisfaction, or fuhei. 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 Fuhei desu. Number 11 is koya. Ko on the left side is small, ya on the right side is a roof or a house. So a koya is a small house, a hut, a cabin, or it can also refer to a small theater, temporary playhouse, or circus tent, like a temporary dwelling, which probably used to be pretty small and then are now huge. Or it can also be humbly referred to one's own house is your koya. Koya is a small hut, home, humbly saying your house, or a temporary place for a performance. Koya. Wonder if they still call big circus tents koya. Probably not. Probably only if there's a small tent within the circus itself. And not the main circus tent. Koya. Circus tent, small hut or house. And finally, number 12 is Jishu. Ji is oneself. Shu on the right side is to study or learn. Jishu is to study on one's own or teaching oneself. Jishu. Self-study or teaching oneself. Jishu. Jishu is self-study or teaching oneself. Jishu. Let's go back to the top, make sure we've got all these memorized. The first part of this study practice is just kind of, writing them down for some rote memorization practice. The second part of this study practice is to review things. Review a lot of kanji every day. Review ones you haven't remembered. Review ones you haven't gotten right in the past. Make sure you've got some sort of spaced repetition program so that, the program is throwing you these words with some irregular intervals just so you can kind of test how well you're actually getting them. Our first word of the day was an excursion, outing, or trip with an Ensoku. En on the left side for far away or distant. Ensoku on the right for with the legs or sufficiency. Ensoku is an outing of the legs. A favorite or a bookmark is an oki ni iri. Something that you have put energy into because you like it. Oki ni iri is a favorite or a bookmark. Raining heavily, water rushing, or a white noise sound is Zaza. Zaza. To stop, to put away, or to do something completely or by accident is a suffix shimau. Shimau. It can probably already also be used on its own for to stop or to finish. Shimau. To replace, to exchange, or to substitute something is kaeru. Kaeru with our kanji meaning as much. Kaeru. Change, substitute, or replace. Next, we had garlic, which was Niniku. Niniku. Followed by punish or to penalize someone is basuru, with our net going over the ill-said words of someone. By a knife to threaten them to do better. Basuru is to punish or penalize. In succession or one by one is Tsugitsugi, with our kanji for next. Tsugi. Packed densely, closely, or crammed is gishiri. Gishiri. And I might say that the full word should be gishiri ni. It's really a phrase because it is an adverb. You're going to be adding a verb to the end of that. Discontent, dissatisfaction, a complaint, or a grievance is a fuhei, fu on the left side for not, and hei on the right side for peaceful or flat, fuhei. A small cabin, a small theater, or a playhouse, temporary kind of tents, or one's own house humbly is a koya. Koya, one's own house if said humble, if wanting to sound humble. And finally, self-studying is Jishu, Ji on the left side for oneself, and Shu on the right for to study or learn. Jishu is a self-lesson, self-studying or teaching oneself. Thanks for watching me this Sunday morning, everybody. Hope you have a good Super Bowl. Go Bengals. We're rooting for the Bengals. No real reason. We just like Tigers around my parts. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you have a good week this week. どうもありがとうございました。じゃあ、また来週。じゃあ、今週。